just went up to the 5th floor here to see if I could get up to the pool or how close I could get to the pool and terrace. And look, this room here is just open, just sitting there open. Anybody could just sort of walk in here, take anything they want, maybe just sleep in there for free tonight. This has been quite an experience at the Bentley Hotel. It is Sunday, November 4th, 2023, and on this week's edition of Sunday Sofa Time, we're talking about Miami Beach, people. Miami Beach. If you are planning a trip to Miami Beach because you want quiet and relaxation and you want a peaceful oasis away from the stress of normal life, then you're doing it wrong, because that's not why anybody should come to Miami Beach. I've been to Miami Beach many times. I know what Miami Beach is about, and it's not about peace and relaxation. It's about party, it's about cocktails, it's about happy hours, it's about going to the beach, it's about all those things, but it's not a place you should go to chill out and relax, really. And usually when I've stayed here, it's been specifically before or after a cruise. This time it's a little bit different because I'm traveling with a good friend of mine, my bodyguard. If you don't know that story, check out my book, Getting Stitches on a Cruise Ship. It's explained in there. But so him and his son are huge basketball fans. They live in Germany. They've never been to a real NBA game. They wanted to get away for a week, and I said, let's go to Miami. We can go check out a Miami Heat game. We can go swimming in the ocean. We can go to the Everglades. We can do all these things. It's going to be a great trip for the three of us. And it would have been if I had probably picked a different hotel than the Bentley Hotel right here on Ocean Drive. Let me just say it again. I was not expecting it to be peace and quiet here. I was expecting us to hear cars zooming around at night, party people down on the street, maybe loud music coming from the hotel next door. And I have to say, surprisingly enough, I haven't really heard a lot of that here in this hotel room. And the room itself is actually really nice. I think we somehow got upgraded into a 2-bedroom apartment. We did book a 1-bedroom apartment with a kitchenette and a balcony, and we have 2 bedrooms here, which is really great. It looks completely brand new, and I'm gonna show you around the room in a little bit, so I don't want to talk too much about it right now. The room itself is not the problem. It's the frickin' construction site that is surrounding the room that is the problem. That's the problem. So when I booked this hotel, I was looking for some place that had a pool, maybe some interesting outdoor spaces, and offered some extra space because it's me and Andreas and then his 14-year-old son. And I thought, staying a week in just a normal bedroom with 2 beds in it, that's gonna be kind of tight for a week. And the Bentley Hotel, let me be specific, not the Hilton Bentley, just the Bentley Hotel, has larger rooms and, according to the website, a beautiful rooftop pool and terrace, also overlooking the ocean. I looked at so many different places here, and for the price and the location, I thought, that's the one. And everything was going great. I was really looking forward to this until I actually got here. And when I arrived, I was informed that the pool and rooftop terrace are not open. Of course, I expressed my disappointment at learning that fact the day I arrived for the first day of the trip, and I was informed that it's listed on the website and I should have known. Well, I promise you this was not listed on the website when I booked the hotel, and it was also not listed on Expedia, which is the agent that I used to book the hotel. If you go to the website now, it is listed there, and if you go to Expedia now, they have pictures of the pool, but the word pool is crossed out. So in a way, they are informing people who are making reservations now, but anybody who reserved in the past, at least in my instance, not being informed. So you're basically showing up to discover that what you booked, a hotel close to the ocean with a rooftop terrace and a pool, is a hotel without a rooftop pool and a terrace in the middle of a frickin' construction zone. I just went up to the 5th floor here to see if I could get up to the pool or how close I could get to the pool and terrace. And look, this room here is just open, just sitting there open. Anybody could just sort of walk in here, take anything they want, maybe just sleep in there for free tonight. This has been quite an experience at the Bentley Hotel. It's Thursday now. We got here Saturday. Already, there have been 2 fire alarms because there's so much dust in the air from the construction that the fire alarm in the building goes off. There was a woman running down the hallway yelling, "Guys, there's water in room 312! Water 312!" After which, the water was shut off in the building. That same day, the elevator stopped working. And I was just getting ready to go out, and the door slammed shut because I had the balcony open, and the fire alarm just fell right off the wall. And it's just all together been loud here. Sounds of people sawing, and I'm not just like talking about sawing wood. They're also replacing the stone tiles between the buildings here. And when they're sawing concrete or marble or whatever that is,
that's loud.
There's hammering, there's the sounds of rubble being thrown into dumpsters from the roof all the way down to the street on the back of the hotel. And it's just a little bit too much. The first time I mentioned that I was disappointed that there was no pool and no rooftop terrace, like I said, they informed me, well, sorry, it's on our website, you should have known. A couple days later, when I mentioned that the construction noise is really kind of getting on our nerves, the manager said, "Wait a second, what room are you in?" I said, room 302, which he must know because I can't imagine that there are very many rooms in this hotel open at the moment. So I say, room 302. Oh, wow, it's interesting that you can hear the construction noise because it's kind of on the other side of the hotel. I didn't think you'd be able to hear it there. Let me just listen to this construction noise. Can you hear that? That's with the door closed. He didn't think I'd be able to hear that. I think he knows very well I could hear it. But what's he gonna do? I mean, I understand that. The hotel has to be renovated. We're staying in a renovated room and they're doing a really good job because I'm gonna say it again, this place is really nice. But I feel as a guest paying what I assume is full price, I feel like I'm getting cheated, and that is not excellent customer service. So before I continue, before we take a look around this room, I want to ask you right now, how do you react in these situations? Are you somebody who's just like, well, what are we gonna do? Or are you somebody who goes down and like pounds on the desk until you get some sort of refund or whatever? I'll also tell you what I did after we look around the room and how it's actually been pretty much resolved already, but we're gonna do all that right after this commercial break. Did you get a commercial? What was it about? Write it in the comments below. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Morgan from the very unofficial travel guides. I travel all around the world to popular and not so popular tourist destinations to give you a very honest, unofficial look at what it's like to be there. I also wrote a book with crazy travel stories of things that have really happened to me around the world. This hotel is definitely gonna be in volume 2. The book is called Getting Stitches on a Cruise Ship. It's available on Amazon now. Okay, let's check out the room. This is the view outside our room, and we are in room 302. So, as I mentioned, I mean, it's pretty nice. This is the kitchen area. There's a breakfast bar here, and one thing I was a little surprised about when I first got here is on the website it looked like there was a full kitchen and I didn't see any cooking possibility here. However, they have down here from, do you pronounce this Cuisinart or Cuisinart? Cooktop. So I think this is actually kind of a nice solution because a lot of people probably don't want to cook. So this way you can kind of take it out and put it up there if you want. There are some brand new pots and pans down here, as well as the basics that you need for coffee, plates, things like that. And then all of these appliances also seem new and also from Cuisinart, however you say it. We've been here for a couple days, so you can see our stuff kind of all over the place. It's not gonna look like that when you get here, hopefully. It's gonna be totally clean and tidied up. And we have enjoyed hanging out here at night, watching TV, and just kind of letting the day end in this cool living room space, which is, of course, something that we wouldn't have had if we had stayed in just a normal hotel. Back here at the end of the hallway, on this side is the room that I've been using. And like I said, we've been living in here. The bed's not made at the moment. And I have a balcony out here as well as my own television and plenty of closet space. So this is really a great place for a longer stay. And if you're going to be staying here with kids or, maybe two adult couples, totally doable. I can recommend it for that when they get this place finished. The balcony has this privacy wall here because the next door hotel is right there. So it's kind of nice to be a little bit secluded from that. And if we go over here, we actually have a view of the ocean. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit over there. Ooh, check out the waves there. You can see the famous Miami Beach sign there. And if we look down here, actually, that's where they store the bicycles that you can, I wanted to say rent out, but you don't rent them, you just take them. Down the hall from this room is then the bathroom, and it does have a Morgan-approved bathroom door. It's a door that closes all the way, and that's, of course, great when you're staying here with other people. Another thing it took us a day or two to realize is the mirror here has lights built into it. Not only a light for your face, but also a backlight. Look at that. Party disco mirror. That's what Miami Beach is about. Does it have any other functions? Nope, just party disco. Oh wait, there. It also has a normal light as well. So maybe you could use that as a night light. Like I said, our stuff is kind of all over the place here now because, we've been here for a while and housekeeping hasn't come yet today, but I just wanted to give you a little look around here, show you what the room has to offer if you do decide to stay here. And like I said, if you do decide to stay here, just make sure you call in advance to make sure that everything is finished. By the way, this is the second bedroom in this suite, and the space of the room is a little bit smaller, but the bed and the closet are bigger. So as you can see, the room is pretty nice. And if the hotel was finished, I think this would have been an amazing vacation. But in the future, I think in years to come, the thing we're probably going to talk about the most is how crappy it's been because of the hotel. And that's just really unfortunate. And I'm sure we're going to laugh about it. And I don't want to say the whole vacation is ruined because we have done so many great things, but this is just not what I was hoping for. And when your friends trust you with planning a trip and then something like this happens, personally, I just feel really crappy about it, And altogether, I have to say, I don't think I'm coming to Miami Beach again anytime soon, and I would not recommend that you do it either, and I'll tell you why. First of all, it seems like everywhere in Miami Beach right now, there's construction happening. There are so many things being either like cosmetically restored or entire buildings, entire blocks being torn down or reconstructed. And in addition to all the party loudness that you have everywhere in Miami Beach, it's just freaking loud in general all over the place with construction. The fact that I managed to find like the half an hour window here where hardly anything is happening is a little bit suspicious. Maybe I should just keep my camera set up the whole day. But Miami Beach, just all together, it seems like everybody is trying to scam you. The prices for food and drinks are ridiculous at the moment. This is a $17 margarita in Miami Beach right now. It's like a thimble full of tequila and lime juice, and that's $17 worth of cocktail here in Miami Beach right now.
Party!
Just about any time you go out to eat or drink, there is going to be a tip automatically added to your bill. So even if the service is crappy, they're gonna get your 20% tip anyways. Yes, 20% automatically added to the bill. It seems like there are hidden costs everywhere when you walk past a bar and they say, hey everybody, come in, it's happy hour, 2-for-1 drinks. Then you go sit down, order a drink, get 2 of them, and then the bill comes and it's not 2-for-1, and they say, oh yeah, 2 for 1 is just if you order the drinks from the menu that's in front of the restaurant, but you ordered from the drink menu in the restaurant, so those aren't 2 for 1. Sorry about that misunderstanding. We went to book a tour to the Everglades today, and we actually went to the tour office that's on Lincoln Road. It's called Miami Tours. And the woman was like, oh yeah, we have a tour. It leaves here and it takes you there and you get to do the boat tour and see alligators. And she said, this is the adult price. And I think it was listed at $69 and the child price is $49. I pointed to my bodyguard's kid who's 14. And I said, how old is a kid? And she said, oh, okay, well, that's good. I'll just give you guys a price of $49 for each person because he's a kid. Does that sound good? And we were like, yeah, great. So I said, let's book it. And she said, okay, well, we only take cash. Only take cash. Is it just me, or does any business that only takes cash nowadays, does that automatically send up warning bells with you? So I said, well, I don't have enough cash to pay for it right now. And she's like, well, no problem. We have an ATM right here in the store. The bus driver was like, welcome to my bus. If you want to sit up in the front row, the good seats, that's going to cost you $5 extra. And I just feel like, as somebody who's paying a lot of money to be here, everything here is just so expensive, I would be cool with all that if I felt I was getting quality and I was getting what I was promised to be getting. But it seems like just about every business here is somehow trying to scam you, and that's why I'm done. I'm done with staying here in Miami Beach. Last time we were here before our cruise, we stayed in Miami Brickell, and that was much nicer, but the days of coming here to stay for 4 or 5 days before the cruise or 4 or 5 days after the cruise, I'm sorry, Miami Beach, but I'm done. You did it. Oh, wait, I promised to tell you what happened. So today, after the second fire alarm went off, I had just reached my limit. I was feeling sassy. I put on my flip-flops and I went down to reception, and the same manager that told me, oh, you can hear the construction? That's interesting. I didn't think you'd be able to hear it. It's on the other side of the hotel. That guy was standing there, and I kind of just told him, sorry, dude, this is not cool anymore. This is not acceptable. I've stayed in hotels all around the world. And honestly, that's something that I hate, saying stuff like that. I never show up to some place and am like, hi, I have 18 million views of my travel videos on YouTube. What are you gonna do for me? Honestly, I never do that. But today, I kinda did. I told him about all the cities I've stayed in hotels this year already, and then told him that I've never experienced something quite like this, where I felt like the hotel is cheating me out of peace and quiet, out of a pool, out of a rooftop terrace, that there are so many things that I felt like I was going to be getting when I booked this hotel that I'm not going to be getting, and that this is a problem, and that I don't want to leave feeling the way I feel about this property, because the room itself is gorgeous, but everything else about it is just not cool right now. And the first thing he offered was, he's like, okay, well, if you want to check out, I can, cancel the rest of your reservation. I mean, I guess on one hand, he realized, all right, well, it's not like we're gonna stop the construction here. That's gonna happen. I'm not gonna make this guy happy, so the only thing that maybe will make him happy if I just let him leave. But how are we gonna find someplace else to stay in Miami Beach within a couple hours notice and not get even more scammed, right? So I told him, no, I don't wanna leave. How's that gonna work? Where am I gonna go? I wanna stay here, but I just can't deal with all this construction anymore. And he also got to the point where he kind of like asked me, well, what do you want me to do? And I requested, because this is another thing about Miami Beach, just like in Las Vegas, in most of the hotels in Las Vegas, the price that you see online is not the price that you pay when you get there, because there's a daily resort fee added to the room every day. And the daily resort fee here is like, I don't know, $35, maybe $40, I don't know. I think that's what I remember it to be. He actually came up with the idea, do you want me to remove the daily resort fee? Just to be fair, again, to the hotel here, the people working here have been amazing. And I think that actually says something about the management style, because to have to work in these conditions at the moment in the middle of a construction zone where I'm sure everybody who shows up here is immediately pissed off, but they're still doing a really good job. They're still really friendly and seem motivated. So I think that they enjoy working here so much that they know, okay, let's stick together. We have to get through this. And I think that says a lot about the management, probably. Not only that, but they're also at the moment offering 1 hour free sparkling wine happy hour from 5 to 6 in the evening. So you can just go down to the lobby, grab yourself a glass of sparkling wine, and then sit out in the big balcony in front of the lobby. And that does offer a nice view of the ocean, just with no pool. Can you tell I'm disappointed about that dang pool? There is a tiny little breakfast buffet in the morning with like croissants, donut holes, and I think like some candy bars and stuff like that. And the hotel also offers bicycles, beach chairs, and beach towels. You just have to tell them that you want to use them and they go in the back and get them for you. And we have definitely been using all of those. And yeah, I think when this place is finished, it's going to be a really great place to stay. It's just really unfortunate that I'm, regardless, going to be leaving here with such a bad taste in my mouth that I can't imagine staying here again. But like I said, at the moment, I can't imagine staying anywhere on Miami Beach again. I guess that's all I'm going to say about this for now. If you do have a visit to Miami Beach coming up and you have any questions, put them down in the comments. I try to answer everything I can, and I hope to see you back here soon. Please don't forget to subscribe before you go, press that thumbs up, and maybe click the notification button to get some of the updates of maybe other things that happen while we're here. In just a few days, I'll be boarding the Independence of the Seas, and those videos will be coming up on the channel as well, so stick around. See you soon.